If you too have a place in your home that you absolutely dread going all the time, well, we should talk more about that. Well, hello friends, and welcome to At What Cost, and to my very cluttered, very frustrating, I hate going into this room closet. So as you can see, I have got a ton of stuff behind me. I'm tempted to try and work through all of it today, but I'm going to take my own advice and do just a quick 5-minute, I can't call it tidy. I just need to bag up some clothes to take for donation. I have a stack of stuff here and there's stuff down there too. I have a stack of stuff here that doesn't fit me any longer that I need to pass on to someone who may be able to use it. I also would really like to get my sewing machine put back in this wonderful cabinet so that I can do some of the sewing projects that I need to do. And at some point, the rest of this needs to be tackled, but I don't feel fully prepared enough to do that. Maybe after I get done with this first 5 minutes, maybe then, but we shall see. Now, wardrobes can be difficult tasks. There's something about our clothes that we often can just want to hang on to, and sometimes it's for nostalgic reasons or sentimental reasons. Sometimes it's because of this tie to a sort of fantasy self that we may have. And how we dress can really be wrapped up a lot in our identity. I'm sure you have seen this. Some people dress a certain way, other people dress another way, and you can sort of get a sense of who they are based on how they dress. Are they more athletic? Are they more artsy? Are they more relaxed and casual? And while I really do enjoy dressing well, my wardrobe has evolved over the years, like many of yours, I'm sure. Throughout my career, I have had lots of different ways that I have to dress based on the job. And I've collected clothes over the years. We go places and I get souvenir t-shirts, or I have hand-me-down clothes or things that I have made. I have a dress that I made that I still enjoy wearing every now and then. And of course, now working from home, my wardrobe has changed yet again. And I have watched lots and lots and lots of videos on how best to structure your wardrobe. Do you do sort of a 33 items only? Do we have sort of a capsule wardrobe where everything mixes and matches? And how do we actually decide what to keep and how much of it to keep and all of those things? It can get really overwhelming to think about our wardrobes. Many of those wardrobe resources are very helpful, but if I look at all of my clothes, I don't feel like I'm pulling together the same kinds of things they are. If I'm working from home and I don't have a meeting that I need to at least have like the business mullet, professional on top and maybe some leggings on the bottom, if I don't have that, I'm usually in leggings and a t-shirt during the week while I'm working or running around with the kids. If we have a date night or I have a meeting at church or something that I want to look a little nicer for, then I may dress it up with a nicer top. And I'll have dresses and skirts and more dressy clothes that I'll wear for church. And occasionally, if I have to go into our office, then I have some clothes set aside that are business casual for when I have to actually leave my house and go to our office. But I still want to feel put together and look nice. I don't want things that are ill-fitting or have holes in them or too worn out. So balancing this sort of what do I keep and what do I pass along and what do I do if my wardrobe doesn't look like their wardrobe, balancing that has been difficult. It was exactly 2 minutes. So I need to move on to another area. I have a stack of clothes. I'll just show you. So this is facing obviously the other direction, and things tend to pile up. Like these are just my pajamas that I wore last night, and then some pants that I wore yesterday that are, they're not dirty enough to wash, but I just tend to not put them back in the drawer, which I think that ought to be my litmus test. If I'm willing to wear them again, then I should just fold them up and put them back in the drawer. Sometimes I'll lay them on top of my hamper, which is what I'm going to do with my pajamas. But this pile here also tends to end up being things that I don't want to wear any longer. So let's take another few minutes and go through that. So this is a shirt that I really love. I love the sleeves. I think they're absolutely adorable. I don't like the turtleneck. I've worn it several times. I don't like the turtleneck. I'm thinking of kind of Frankensteining this and making it into more of a V-neck. I saw somebody the other day on the internet show how they were like cutting their shirts to be like that. And I think that I could do it and put like more of a collar on it. I think I could do some things with this. I'm going to experiment with it because I really do like this shirt, and I will wear it with some things, but to be able to wear it year round, I would like it to be constructed a little differently. So I am going to give it a try, but if it doesn't work out, out it goes. Hat from Lake City, Colorado. We went there last year in June and had an absolutely fantastic time. I don't need this a whole lot here, but when it is cold, it is cold, and so I will want to use this. And of course, a scarf. I don't know. Do you wear scarves anymore? Does anybody wear scarves anymore? I have a bunch of them. I really like this one. But does anybody wear these? Am I showing my age and I'm out of fashion now? I don't know. I just need to hang it up on my scarf hanger that I have over here with all the other scarves that I haven't worn in a long time. Case in point, all of these. I don't know. I need to just make easy decisions right now. Okay, so that was also 3 minutes. We're right on track with 5 minutes. I'm gonna take an extra minute and go through this, and then we're gonna talk more about clothes. But I wanna remind you that at the end of the day, all of these things are just that, things. Fads and trends come in and out, clothing wears out, things don't fit us quite like they used to. Either we size up or size down, and it can sort of be this hamster wheel. I think where we can really benefit, especially as Christians, is by remembering that our identity is not rooted in what we wear. It's not rooted in our appearance. Our identity is rooted in Jesus Christ. When we give our lives to Him, we become His. And there's nothing that a souvenir t-shirt or an ill-fitting dress or skirt or 10 items or 12 items or 37 items or 150 items is going to change about that. Oftentimes we can cling to these things so tightly because it's hard for us to see who we are without them. I want to remind you today that who you are without them is still His. You are still His. In fact, if it does matter that much to us that we can become absolutely paralyzed in deciding what to keep or get rid of, that's a good indication that we may be placing more value on these items than what's intended. I would encourage you to enter in to this process of decluttering your wardrobe first with prayer, asking God to release any bondage that you may have to your appearance or your clothing or the things that you are going to encounter, and asking Him to strengthen you as you keep going through this process. As I'm looking at my wardrobe, I'm also praying that God would just root my identity in Him and that I would not put such a strong emphasis on my clothing and what I'm wearing. And if you're having feelings of insecurity and in getting rid of things and what if you may need them, well, I would be praying to God about those things too. Now, I'm going to go run this bag of clothing that I've gathered, and I actually think I have another bag somewhere tucked away. If I do, I'm going to just scoop it up and put it in the back of my car and take it for donation. Thanks so much for watching today, and until I see you again, keep fighting the good fight.